Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. I have a message today that I wanted to deliver like plies, like from the car, but I couldn't wait. So we've been talking about in church this thing, um, grace over judgment, and I want to kind of use that today to talk about some issues that Black folks face with that we can do a little better at. Um, let's talk about business, for example, where we could use grace over judgment. So a lot of times we leave Google reviews for Black businesses, right? And I see that they're like really toxic, right? So you'll get man, I ain't never coming to this establishment no more. They were late. The food didn't come to 30 minutes later, and they say all these negative things about what the business didn't do. And they never acknowledge the things that they did do, right? So maybe the food slapped though when you did get it. Or maybe this place has only been open for 2 years. We kind of don't give Black businesses the same courtesies that we give a white establishment, right? So McDonald's been in business for 75 years plus or something like that, right? And your meal might have been messed up maybe 6 times this month, but you still keep going back to McDonald's. And when we have Black owned businesses, sometimes, we'll get the one bad experience and we'll never go again, right? So we got to do a little bit better um, with not writing off and judging those businesses, but help them build up, right? We got to give them a little bit of grace because the McDonald's, they got 75 years worth of customer service. There's no way in the world somebody who's been open for 2 years and had to do it by themselves gonna have that same level of service. And if McDonald's got bad service and they've been around that long, got to give just a little bit more grace. I also want to talk about constructive criticism. That's another way that a form of or strategy that we can give more grace by doing. So instead of doing a Google review saying, "Oh, it's trash," the servers are whack, the outfits were whack, instead of doing that, we should give constructive criticism to say, the food was good and this was good. I like the scenery, but you can do a better. They can do a better job with getting the food quicker to us, or the server getting us water better. So I think we should help build Black businesses, and we should give constructive criticism that they can use and build upon. And that's something that Powernomics talk about. I'm actually really stealing that from Powernomics book. Talk about how do you build a community, and one of those is building businesses. But you gotta feel into the business, right? You gotta give them good criticism so that they can hear it correctly. So if you're saying they ain't, all that stuff, they're not gonna be able to hear the message that you need to give them. And I mean, you can relate that to friends and family, and just make sure that you're communicating in a way that can be understood. That's another thing about Rita Walker book about mental health. I can't remember the title. She talks about you teach people how to treat you, right? So if you want to be treated a certain way, then you got to give that energy into the world. So if you want the Black business to provide better customer service to you, then you got to be, a better customer, right? You can't be the customer that's in there screaming off the top of your lungs, um, that you ain't being served yet. You need to be the example for how you would like to be treated. So, I mean, you can relate that to a bunch of things, but we're not gonna get it twisted. Black restaurants do have to do a little bit better. Black businesses have to do a little bit better with customer service. We need a little more effort and maybe a little bit more research from other businesses that's been around for a while. Like, take what they do and kind of incorporate that into your own, right? You haven't figured it out all, you ain't been in business as long as some of these other folks. But yeah, grace over judgment, treat folks how you want to be treated, simple, right? But make sure that you're giving that grace before you judge folks. And the same with treating people the way you want to be treated. You got to teach people how to treat you. That's important. yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna talk about for today, though. Black gems.